EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us about 20 miles south of downtown L.A. at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Carolina Panthers and the Los Angeles Chargers. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in Week 2. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh. Focus, defense, focus.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Go. Hey, exit.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Looking to throw. Whitaker. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On now to kick it away is the punter, Matt Weil. This is taken at the 15. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. Newton to throw. Throw right side, complete to Williams. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Room here to run. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Now a shotgun handoff to Scarlett. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 17 yards to pick up there.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, but it'll be second and goal. A line of scrimmage once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
Throwing is Newton. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to go back to Moore there, but now it's third and goal.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up fourth.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going, and they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's first and 10.
Hey!
Back to throw. Whitaker. Throw to the right here to Gordon. I call it no gain there on the first down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10.
We got to step it up. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Ready? Yo, go, go. 5.
Second and 10. Looking sideline, incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. But now it'll be third down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Get that ball. Watch twins. Protein spill. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Look at me. Zipper. 58's the mic. Go 58's the mic. Here we go. You're out. Hey, orbit.
On third down, Whitaker. Open man, it's Allen. Allen's first catch. Good for a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. It's first and 10 from the 12.
Door. Hey, Alpha. Go.
So that'll back him up 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
I-7. Check, 59. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Rush in. Ready.
From the gun, Whitaker. Escaping the pressure right. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Hard. Me and you all day. Yes. I'm coming after you. Smooth. Watch the ship. Hey. Watch the ship.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Whitaker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
I'm going for back. 8. Switch.
A shotgun snap for Newton. He's got his man. It's Williams. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Check 52. Come on. Get the ball.
Newton now to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, Newton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. picked off by Casey Hayward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
58, boys, 58, 58, Mike.
Now!
And 58 is a Mike. Go 58.
Off play action. Whitaker. Henry's got it out on the left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Watch the run, watch the run.
Now!
On first down, Whitaker. Man open left side, it's Williams.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
58's the Mike. 58.
Second and 9 now. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And that's caught inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Gordon on first down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
X3, 218, chop.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Check.
2nd and 13. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Gordon. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Brandon, I won't go overboard here, but it looks like he's off to another nice start after what he did last week when he was the AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, obviously a great start to the season, doing it in week 1. He's one of those guys we maybe had pegged for a big year, showing out so far.
Now, you did say that to me in preseason. Looks like you're on target.
Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter.
Go now. 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, Zoo.
You think you gonna get this? Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Switch. Mike, check.
Hey, seam 6. Go.
Mike's 59. 3 buzz.
On 3rd and 2, Whitaker gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Second and 4. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Evan Ingram, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game.
Hey, tight work.
See them move the ball downfield.
Hey, who do you like better? Who do you like better? Amir Abdullah or Jeremy Hill?
For them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back to back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
I got a bench on.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again.
Yeah.
Newton. Caught left side, Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Place for yards.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts.
Hey, you think agility really matters in Madden?
First down. On first down, Newton. Flush to his right.
Gotcha.
And he slides to avoid the hit. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. I like those power backs, though.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. From the gun, here's Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On first and 10, Whitaker.
Hey,
He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
To throw again, Whitaker. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The Chargers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Yep. Hey, Charlie.
Check, 59. I got you, son. I got you. Go.
Operating from the gun, Whitaker. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ndamukong Suh able to run him down for a loss of 18 yards, and it will be 4th down as well. Here's Matt Weil now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. So possession goes over here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety.
Hey, Sweets, what's the biggest running back you've seen on Madden?
In the end, they force him out of bounds.
You just wondered how he was going to get out of this one, Brandon. We saw him painting himself.
How much does he weigh?
Corner, and finally has nowhere to go but out the side of the end zone.
I'm looking for a power back who's big and weigh a lot.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with the way this
it's
offense has played thus far,
it's Terrell Watson.
Feel pretty grateful to be
he weighed like 240, and then Rod Smith weighed 240. So yeah.
On this drive, where a touchdown can give them the lead, they need to take advantage.
Dude, I got three running backs who can't play.
Here in the third quarter, all they have so far, the field goal.
Let me go look.
Again, they run again. It's McCaffrey. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
He is.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing.
Oh wow, he's 240 pounds.
You and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet.
Yeah,
as well.
I am gonna use him. Yeah, I'm gonna use him.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone.
I still gotta sign a backup though, so I'll just sign a Dula's backup. Since I got a penalty.
And the tight end Olsen, right side. Good defense.
I can't believe the Bears are winning, and I ain't even bet them.
That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time.
Oh, Amir Abdullah about to get an upgrade.
The all-time range, not so bad either.
Here's Michael Pilardi now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Now Benjamin.
I wanted to sign both. Yeah, but I can't sign him because he got released. I see that he's on somebody's practice squad.
They'll have a short field to go as this drive starts on the fringe of the red zone at the 20.
Yeah, I know I can't. Otherwise I would have.
Here we go. What? Squeeze. 60 outlaw. Hey, exit. Get it.
Yeah, this gonna be a
first down. Whitaker. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his first touchdown of the new season. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And there they got him the ball just Get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the
Damn,
huddle.
I wonder if I can make the playoffs.
I'll take care of the rest of it.
Tight. I wonder. Go ahead. My bad. I'm cutting you off. Sorry.
He loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown,
I wonder if I can make the playoffs with 11-5.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Actually, you know what? I take it back. 10-6.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Derwin James with a pick. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal.
I feel like this game right here, I'm gonna spam Hollywood Brown this game.
He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take
Oh my God. I just threw the ball. I just threw the ball with my backup quarterback, and he threw a pick on the first play. Come on, man.
If they don't get a touchdown,
This dude, oh my God, he can't throw. He cannot freaking throw.
How'd you not score?
Looking to throw. Whitaker got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
Man.
And the Chargers
I should have bet it. I should
capitalize
have
on
betted the
short
freaking
field
Bears,
as they
man.
take it in for 6. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Hey, orbit.
Check 3, check, let's go.
Off the play fake, Whitaker. And that is incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
Switch up, switch up.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike, check, 59. Here we go. Mike, 59. Mike.
Off play action. Whitaker. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
58, Mike. Here we go, again.
To throw on 3rd down. Whitaker toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. He finds an opening past the 40, and he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one goes for 8 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Running with the fullback, Alex Arma. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
20.
They'll try the air now with Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. To throw is Newton. And that is incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays, yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Charger drive about to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
It's a 1st down and more for Gordon as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
How about our reigning AFC Player of the Week, hot-footing it into the secondary on that run?
Yeah, nice long run. That's what got him the award a week ago. Maybe he's trying for 2 in a row here this week.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. What's the run? Hey.
Off the play fake. Whitaker. Allen has it, left side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
On the ready.
58, Mike. Woo! Check.
Hey, Delta.
Off play action. Whitaker. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time. And that'll bring up second down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Whitaker. And he comes back with one complete. It's a first down on a gain of 10. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the 4th quarter.
Bravo. Get it.
On first down, Whitaker. Being chased out left. Incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Whitaker under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Brian Burns. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, Whitaker. And an alley to run. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first, now this from 43. Badgley able to punch this one through. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it? And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that weren't happy with that field goal.
haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive down with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. Newton. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll make it a second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now Newton. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. And he's got his target. That's more. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football. Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Cam Newton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Gano the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Box drop, box drop.
2nd and 2. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point try good by Gano. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, Gordon. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the go. Hey, zoom. 58, 58. Ready?
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Open man right side is Ingram. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Chargers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. He may try and run for this. The keeper good for only 4, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, Whitaker. And Allen's got it. 30, 10, touchdown, Allen. Keenan Allen, 54 yards. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Throw left side complete. That's Little. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. Newton on first down. He's going to let it fly. Oh, wide open, complete. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though. Now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Get it.
Off play action. Whitaker. Flushed out right. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time, and now it's 2nd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. A good move on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation.
18 Gator. Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
59. Mike's 59. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Whitaker. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Jerry Tillery busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Southern California, so long, everybody.